Yo, what's up guys, Shadi, your coach of Bayern Munich, and welcome to week 10 of the meme. This week we're against my very good friend Pip, Violet Citizen, and his Crystal Palossand. His links will be in the description below. Make sure to check him out. He's a lovely dude. You will not regret checking him out. He makes great content, great memes, and is just a lovely dude. He also does other draft league content, so he's one of the more experienced people in the league, and definitely one of the probably top 3, top 4 people or players in the league. Probably top 3. So yeah, that's that. Team. He actually made 2 transfers before he played. He dropped his Suncore and Torkoal and Retrieval, and his lone Sandslash to pick up Breloom and Mudsdale. He had a quad weather team because memes, and then he made it, I guess, triple weather, which barely counts because it's just, I guess it's still triple weather because Rose doesn't have support. So his team should be on the screen. He has Excadrill, Raikou with Z-moves, Pelipper with Drizzle, of course. Z-move, Kingdra would all support Z-moves and attacking Z-moves and stuff. Celesteela, Breloom, Mudsdale, Gramble with Z-moves, Megatita and Auroras, as well as Cast Form as his meme pick. So, you know, he dedicated hard to the meme of Quad Weather plus Cast Form. I very much salute him for that. But you know, that's what Pip does. Memes, and then he plays well, and then everything is beautiful. So, his team is super scary, and I do think he has a slightly better matchup here. Because he just has so much stuff that I have to prep for defensively when my team really doesn't have good defense. But you know, we'll have to see how it goes. So, as you can see, first up, there's no Dragonite. This is the first, and I think the only game, I think this is the first game, where I'm not bringing Dragonite, which is a bit wild. Yeah, this is the only game I didn't bring Dragonite so far. But that's because his team is like a hard Dragonite counter team, at least for a standard DD set. I did have an X-Propelled wall breaking set, which does do a lot of work to his team, but it's a little too slow. It gets revenge kills somewhat easily, and it wasn't like I couldn't fit it on because I need all the bulk I have. As you can see, this is a really fat team, borderline stall. I think it would qualify as semi-stall, I suppose. And yeah, not a fun team, but it's what I have to do, really. So first up, as you can see, we have Haley the Blissey, of course. If I bring a fat team, Blissey is gonna have to be there. S-Toss, Wish Protect, Toxic, straightforward stuff. I had Fire Blast there at some point, but I don't think there's much need for that. I don't think he's gonna be sub SD Excadrill, and I'm still not gonna stay in Excadrill in the first place, so not much point. And Celesteela takes more, or takes about the same from S-Toss anyway. So this thing is there to deal with Rain Kingdra, it's there to deal with Raikou, it's there to deal with Pelipper, it's there to deal with Special Celesteela, it's there to deal with potential with Auroras, as well as potentially a special Megatita if he decides to bring that. So basically this thing deals with a lot of his team, which is nice. Also Cast Form, I guess. So yeah, I can just toxic things, I can Wish Protect up, I can Wish is also really important for this team because it's the only thing that has recovery on my entire team that I'm bringing. So I'm going to have to Wish Pass around with my Blissey and see how that goes. But yeah, Blissey is absolutely crucial to the team. The centerpiece of the team is Blissey. So the next most important thing probably is Gajit the Metagross with the Electrium Z Clear Body as the ability. Meteor Mash, Thunder Punch, Earthquake, and Rock Polish. Max attack, Adamant, 96 in speed, and 160 HP. His team is pretty slow. This is all the speed I need to outspeed his passive thing, which is Raikou at +2. And at +4 I outspeed his Weather Speed Plus in the rain, which is nice. Or in the respective weather, I'm pretty sure I do. But I think I need to get rid of weather anyway before I can sweep with this. So, Metagross actually has a really nice matchup. He doesn't have much that wants to take hits from it. The only thing that hard walls it is Mudsdale. Mudsdale in general is a massive problem to my team. If he's just like a rest talk set, he can just sit there and probably stall my entire team with stamina. Because I cannot 2KO it. I just can't. My team does not deal well with Mudsdale in the slightest. It's super stupid. Super stupid. Sure. It's like Rest Talk, Earthquake, and then like Heavy Slam or Rock Slide or something. Because he doesn't have to worry about Dragonite with his draft, I don't think. So, yeah. Z Thunder Punch, of course, is for Celesteela, which is not a massive problem to my team. I don't deal well with that either. So I need the Z Thunder Punch, and then also I can use that for Pelipper potentially or other things if I feel like necessary. Maybe Kingdra. Yeah, it's my hardest thing to Kingdra would be the Z Thunder Punch, the Gigavolt Havoc. So, that's that. You know, it's the first time I have a Z-move on screen. Isn't Dragonite this season? Isn't that wild? So, next up we do have Noya, DK with leftovers, Mummy as the Hex, T-Spikes, Haze, and Will-O-Wisp. Just max defense. This thing is really nice. It deals with Excadrill just most of the time. It deals with physical Kingdra pretty well. It can help with Celesteela. It deals with Balloon. It helps with Mudsdale. It helps with Gramble, or I guess it deals with Gramble pretty well. And Mega Titar, I can at least get a Will-O-Wisp off and take a hit. So, and Physical Aurora. So, if he does surrender, which could be a thing for Blissey, but he like banned it or something to kill Blissey, I found out. So, yeah, basically the thing most importantly is that you get T-Spikes. His team really doesn't like T-Spikes, and if he doesn't bring Pelipper / doesn't have Defog on it, I am fine. So he could have obviously the spin on Drill, but I'm not gonna worry about that too much because then just get up my hazards again, I think. And I can spin block with this obviously, but I don't know if I will want to, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, basically as you can probably guess already, I'm gonna hazard stack him and hope that I can kill the Pelipper, or he doesn't bring Defog on it, which is entirely possible. Or he doesn't bring it in the first place, which is also possible. So yeah, Haze is there for like SD, Excadrill, SD Breloom, those kind of things. It could be a little scary. And with T-Spikes and Will-O-Wisp, I can hex stuff, and then it's gonna be great. Next up, we do have Ruta, the Dawn Try with leftover sturdy as the ability Earthquake, Fire Fang, Roar, and Rocks. Mixed defensive, which I don't remember what it was for. I think Raikou, to deal with Raikou, to deal with Mega Titar, and Excadrill. Yeah. So I need this to deal with all those things. Roar is there as my last of my, you know, quote-unquote filler move, I suppose. In case things get a little too scary, I can also, obviously, if I get my hazards, I can just get hazards damage off on his team, and that's nice. Fire Fang for the Steeler, so I can get at least some damage off, as well as for Magnetrise Excadrill, which I can definitely see, with Roar plus Fire Fang both deal with pretty well. Yeah, Fire Fang also, of course, hits the Bloom, so that's just the best move I can run on this, honestly, this week. Next up, we do have my other offensive one, Sludger Weevil, Choice Bandit with Pressure. Doesn't matter, of course. Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, Poison Jab, and Low Kick. With enough speed to outspeed Raikou, and then just Bandit, just kill things. His only Ice Resist of his entire draft is Aurora's, or I guess Cast Form in the Rain. So he does have good switch-ins, especially if you get Hazard. Scramble, of course, is a pretty good switch-in. But other than that, the thing just kind of runs through his team with its woes and stuff. Yeah, Weavile just does stuff, and it's absolutely incredible against the team. Ice Shard can be really nice for picking things off. Low Kick to Oko Mega Titar, and I don't need Dark Stab. I really don't need knockoff against the team. Icicle Crash also allows me to have something that can actually murder Mudsdale, which is nice. I'm pretty sure it might still live. I think it does actually. So, last but not least, we have the debut of Chunk, the Quilladin. Yes, with the Violet Bulletproof as the ability, of course. Super Fang, Leech Seed, Spikes, and Raw Max Defense. There's another check to DD Kingdra. It's another check to Excadrill. It helps with Raikou to some extent. It helps with some Celesteela sets. It helps with Mudsdale. It helps with Mega Titar and Gramble and Breloom. So, Quilladin helps with a ton of his stuff, and like while I say things can help with it, that's what it is. They only help. Nothing on my team really hard walls enough of a team for me to just bring 2 or 3 defensive Pokemon. That's why I have all 4 of these to kind of work as my quote-unquote defensive backbone, or like my stall part, I guess, if you want to call it stall, if you really want to be that guy. But yeah, basically that. Leech Seed is cool for things that Celesteela, just general chip damage, as well as recovery on my walls, because as I said, I don't have recovery. Spikes super nice, and Roar is my last move, because if he's like SD Breloom, it can be a problem. I can just roll around again with the hazards. Perfect. Roar is great and stuff. Super Fang is there just to get things down to half, and if I do that, then this should be a pretty solid game. So yeah, I think this is a very good build. I'm really happy with this. Even though it's, you know, it's very passive and slow and defensive and stuff, but I think I've built a very, very good team here. I'm pretty proud of it, not gonna lie, because I think it's very well constructed, especially if I get those wishes off and if I get Metagross in at the right time. Because with all the hazards damage and all the chip damage I can get off with this team, I think Metagross should be able to clean up late game, and that's kind of the plan. So I'm gonna pause. This, I'm pretty sure, was the longest team I've done so far, because this is a very important game, because if I lose, my title chances are very, very low, because then I need Omega, who's Omega Jolteon, who's the other person that's fighting for title, who I play week 11. I need him to lose, I need differential to go my way, and then I need to beat him week 11 by a certain differential more than likely. So, because he has way better differential than me so far. So it's not easy, but yeah, I basically need to win this game, and then we'll see what happens. Because if I win and he wins, it comes down to differential in week 11. I just need to win by a higher differential. If he loses and I win, it's literally just a championship game. It comes down to who wins, because he has one loss less than me at this point. He only has one loss while I have two. So I'm gonna pause and get right into this game against Pippo. Okay, so here is the game, and as you can see, Pip decided to bring Breloom, Raikou, Gramble, Celesteela, Megatita, and Excadrill. So there's no Mudsdale, which is nice. There's no Aurorus, which I didn't expect to come anyway. And there is no Cast Form. And there is no Raincore. Yeah. So no Raincore is really nice. Kingdra could have been a pretty scary threat if he was like DD. But I think I have enough to check it. That being said, let's just get into the game. He's gonna withsteal this. That's the Celesteela. Shout out to Frank. As I lead off with my Dawnfire, I'm just gonna get my rocks. He's gonna miss a Leech Seed turn 1. Unfortunate. And then he's gonna miss a Toxic too. So lucky and bad out the wazoo. I'm gonna go for Fire Fang, scout the damage a little bit. Definitely a mixed defensive set, as as expected, kinda. And I'm gonna go for another one, just kind of chip the thing down. He's gonna go for Leech Seed. That's fine. He's basically going to get back to where he was, 5% lower. That's still fine. I'll still take it. And now I'm going to go into my Kofag, and I want to burn the thing and then hex it down. He's going to miss another Toxic, which is super unfortunate. So Pip is just getting all the bad luck here early game, and I'm still going to get off my burn here, and that's perfectly fine by me. And on the following turn, I'm going to set up my first layer of T-Spikes, which I think is going to be my only layer. I'm pretty sure I'm content with that. Just getting 12% off and everything every turn is more than enough, because this team is everything but stally, barring the stupid Celesteela. So, go into T-Spike, and unless he's spin on Excadrill, or I let him spin an Excadrill, and I let him spin an Excadrill, I guess, that's there to stay. And now I'm going to go for the Hex, and just get some damage off on the thing. Cofagrigus isn't necessary in this matchup. With what he brought and stuff, I think Kofag is nice, but it's not necessary. So he's gonna take the burn damage, and I'm gonna keep my Kofag around though, just in case I can potentially spin block or something, and go into Gajit, the Metagross. I see he's gonna go for the lead seed. Good play on his end, definitely. Because even if I stayed in, I wouldn't have done enough, and I was like to switch. So I'm gonna go 40 Gigavolt Havoc here. I don't care if he predicts that. I just want to kill the thing, and he lives. So because he has a ton of Fizz Def investment, he's gonna live that Gigavolt Havoc. But Earthquake is gonna do absolutely nothing to me, and I'm gonna be able to knock the thing out on the flying turn with another Thunder Punch. If he switches, that's fine, honestly, because he's gonna be basically dead to rocks. So Celesteela goes down. That was 10 turns of Celesteela being an annoying cunt. Fuck that thing. So he's going to Drilla. And I'm just gonna make the play into Quilladin. I don't think he's gonna have Rapid Spin, and I think my safest play is just going Quilladin. Because look at that, 14% for an Excadrill, beautiful. And I think I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I'm just going for Leech Seed here, because I don't think he's gonna go into Breloom, but he does. And if he does, that's perfectly fine, because I can just click Roar. The only way he can really damage me if he is Sword Stance is if he is Sword Stance. Sorry. So I'm just gonna get rid of him, get him the fuck out of there, and he's gonna go into his Megatita. I don't want to stay in case he is a Fire Blast variant, because I have no Spadef investment, so I'm going to switch out, go into my Dawnfire, because I can easily take 2 Fire Blasts, because I have pretty good bulk investment. Also worth noting, he brought Raikou, which I really didn't expect, because I do have Dawnfire plus Blissey, and there's no Raikou on the planet that can even touch Blissey, so, kind of surprised, but regardless, I'm going to go with my Dawnfire here, get off the Earthquake. That is nothing. Look at that fucking Mega TW being a god, and then Avalanche is going to do a clean 60 back to me. And I think he's going to be able to outspeed me. Maybe he has something that can actually kill me. I don't think so, but it's possible. So I'm just going to go into Kofag and set that off. Dawnfire seems a little bit more useful, so he can't really spam Volt Switch with his Raikou and that kind of thing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So he's going to die to Toxic Spikes. Okay, yawning. So shout out to Kofag for that kill. And now I'm going to go into Chunk, because Chunk doesn't care about anything, as he goes into his Drilla. I'm just going to go for the Leech Seed again. I don't really care what he goes into. He goes into Turnbull. Shout out to Ross the Turnbull. His Gramble, and I'm just going to be able to get off a Leech Seed on the thing. This is one of his Z-move uses, but I think I'm fine with him having that. Instead, he's going to fling a Poison Barb at me, and I'm going to get poisoned. I forget what that was for. I don't remember, but it's spicy regardless. Memes, that's all that matters really. So Quilladin is now poisoned, and I think I'm gonna click spikes again here. Yeah, gonna go for a second layer of spikes, and then on the following turn I'm gonna click Roar. No matter what he does, something is gonna take hazard damage, and that's gonna be beautiful. Player off is gonna do a clean 22%. Adorable. Quilladin is a god. and Raiku's gonna come in, take the rocks, take the spikes, and get poisoned, and I can just freely go into my Blissey because Blissey does not care what anything this thing wants to do, and that's beautiful. So, yeah, gonna go to Haley as I think he just goes for Thunderbolt, which I don't think would have killed my Quilladin, but I guess he expected to switch into either Weavile or Metagross, and that's fair. So, or you know, this thing. So he's gonna start Calm Minding. I really don't care because I'm a Blissey. He can get to +6 and he's still not gonna do anything. So, plus he's poisoned. I have S-Toss. Everything is fine in the world. Even if he's like Rest Talk, which wouldn't make any goddamn sense because I have a Donphan. So like, yeah, I don't know. Basically, I beat him and everything's beautiful. He's going for Thunderbolt, so I'm going to throw up another Wish, just because I want my Blissey to be at max HP when I kill this. So I'm going to knock him out in the falling time with the S-Toss. Raiku's going to go down, and Blissey's going to go back to full. He goes for HP Ice in case I go Donphan. That was his best play because he wasn't going to do anything to Blissey anyway. I was going to get back to full regardless. So yeah, Blissey at full. He's going to go into his Breloom, and I think I'm just going to go for S-Toss because the only way he can, like, I don't know. My best play is just S-Tossing really, because I want to get damage off and I think put in range of poison. And he's gonna SD take the S-Toss damage. And now I make a weird play which I don't understand in hindsight. I really don't understand why I do this. I don't click Protect. Even though he clearly is gonna die to the poison, I go into my Donphan side that off. I don't understand why I did this. Maybe there was a reason, but I don't think there's any reason why I would do that. So that's just a bad play, I think. But you know, I'm gonna sack off my Donphan here for no real reason. And Breloom's gonna die to poison. So once again, Kofak picking up a kill from the grave. Shout out to Kofak, honestly. So as it's coming in clutch, he's gonna go into his Excadrill. I think I'm gonna go into Chunk here once again, knowing he can take an Iron Head and I can just get off a Leech Seed, or in this case, I'm actually gonna go for a Super Fang because that's all I need to think to pretty much guarantee the game. And I'm gonna not flinch. If I flinched there, things could have gotten a little problematic because I had to find out whether he's Scarf or not. But now, in case he is Scarf, I'm gonna make the safe play and just go into my Blissey and go for an S-Toss because I can take 2 Iron Heads. I can just beat this, except he crits me, so I can't take 2 Iron Heads. And he doesn't flinch me, so he's now in range for Ice Shot, but this is gonna cost me some differential, which is a little upsetting. I don't know, fuck around with going in Metagross because he isn't Scarf, which I don't think he was. I'm pretty sure it was Salt Burst. So I'm gonna go to my Weavile here and just click Ice Shot, and Gramble is gonna die to the hazards. So GG Pip. I definitely could have played that better at the end, but regardless, Gramble is gonna come in and it's gonna die to rocks and spikes, and that's the game. Once again, I already said it, but GG Pip. We move on to 8-2. Yeah. So we either tie our best record in PPL, or we you know, bested. We have a 9-2 record, so that would be cool. Either way, I definitely want to go 9-2 and win the league. And spoilers for the other game between George and Omega. If you watched George's content, which I highly encourage you to do, last week's opponent Luigi, then watch his week 10 video first before you do this. But spoilers incoming. He won. Which means Omega and I have the same record going into the final week, and that means week 11 is gonna be a good old classic championship game. That's gonna be decided no matter what happens. The winner is gonna be champion of the league, and that's gonna be exciting. So hope you guys are gonna tune in. Hopefully I can get my second championship in Gen 7, my general second championship. And yeah, so again, I highly encourage you to check out Pip. He's a great dude, fantastic content, and you will 100% not regret checking him out. He has a very relatively small channel, but he definitely deserves your attention. And yeah, lovely dude and stuff. So with that being said, tell me what you think of this gross fat team and the match. Quilladin for MVP. And with that being said, unfortunately didn't get a kill. It's a bit unfortunate. With that being said, I want to thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, leave some newts. I will appreciate all 3 of those, and hopefully see you guys next time. Goodbye.